What's up, y'all? This is Brandon Hines with Hines Professional Services, and working on some flower beds today in my own yard, which rarely ever happens. I work so much I don't ever get to do anything in my own yard, so please forgive the mess. There's trash and everything out here from the kids, but I'm going to show y'all. I put mulch in this flower bed where my Japanese maple is, and I actually cut an edge in it with an edger all the way around, pulled all the weeds, and then I threw down mulch since it's my own yard. If this was a customer's yard, I would pull all the weeds, cut an edge, pull all the weeds, get the dirt nice and shook up, and then after I done that, I'd throw down pre-emergent unless they wanted weed barrier fabric. I don't ever use weed barrier fabric in my yard. I have used it, and it is in a couple of my flower beds, but I really don't like it, especially around trees. Water does pass through it, but I have seen it choke trees out before and kill them because not enough rain got to the roots of the tree. This flower bed don't have mulch in it yet, and I still got to clean the edges up on the concrete where I edged, but I threw down, there's actually ant granules and powder 7 dust in there because there was some ant colonies or beds or mounds or whatever in it, so I put that down there to kill the ants. I'm gonna show y'all a little trick though. If there's anybody out there watching this that has rose bushes, this rose bush that you're looking at right here used to only be about this big, about 6 inches tall, and what I done is I clipped it, stuck it in the ground, kept the ground super wet, and it rooted itself. And it's pretty easy to do with a rose if you'll keep the ground wet. So what you got to do, let me find a spot that ain't got a bunch of new growth on it. This one looks pretty good, I think. Alright, so what you got to do is, you can see on a rose bush, which my camera don't seem to be too clear for some reason. Alright, that's better. You can see right there, a rose bush has like knots or links in it. For example, there's one right there. There's another one right there. Every so often it's got that, it's kind of like a joint. Kind of like in your bones, you know, a joint in the rose bush. And what you want to do, that joint I showed you, what you want to do if you're going to try and clip a piece of your rose and stick it in the ground and root it, is you want to get it right behind where that joint is. Alright, so there's the joint on this one. So get it right behind where the joint is and cut it at an angle. These scissors I got ain't the best. Alright. So, I don't know if you can tell. Alright, so I got it cut at an angle right below where the joint is. Alright, so what we're going to do, come over here to this other flower bed that ain't. Looks like I got a hosta coming up right there. Alright, so what you want to do, this is one of my flower beds that actually does have fabric in it, and I hate it. because you got to cut it and do all that crap every time you want to plant something. Hold on, I gotta get a razor blade. If I can even find one. I just cleaned them flower beds up today too. There's a lot of stuff that ain't come up in them yet, but there's also a lot of stuff that was annuals and died last year, so I gotta get me a few more plants to put in there. That way it looks pretty good. Alright. May not work as good where this fabric is, because like I said, it does let water pass through it, but I have seen instances where it restricts the water coming through. Most cases it don't. Usually it's just with instances like if you have a tree planted there or something. Alright, so we got us some dirt. I'm trying to dig some of this dirt back. Enough where I can get this rose stuck down in there good. And this dirt right here sucks. It's got bricks and stuff up underneath it. That's all there. That's about all there is to it. Just clip it where the knot or the bulb is, or joint, whatever you want to call it, at an angle, and then put it in the ground and keep the ground where you put it at super wet. And this is not something that's going to happen overnight. It takes probably at least about a month, which is a long time, but if you just keep watering it, it'll be fine. I mean, there's no maintenance to it. My brother-in-law, he likes to put honey on his when he clips them, and something about there's vitamins and hormones in the honey that helps the roots start a little better. I haven't had much luck with it, but he seems to do miracles with it. So if you want to put your little honey on the right there where you cut it in an angle, it should help the roots. But like I said, I don't never do it. I just clip it and put it in the ground. But anyway, hope everybody out there is having a good day today. Hopefully that showed you how to start a rose bush, or a rose from a clipping. Like I said, this one right here was that same exact size. I know you really probably can't tell. I did this last year, probably like 8 or 9 months ago, and it's about 4 foot tall now. I don't know if I got a good shot there or not, but anyway, that's about all there is to it. Hope everybody's having a good day out there. If anybody needs any lawn care, landscaping, or any kind of construction like pole barns, decks, retaining walls, utility buildings, anything like that, privacy fences, as long as it's a wooden privacy fence, we can do that. But anyway, give us a call, 256-557-2866. Again, this is Brandon Hines with Hines Professional Services.